We will discuss on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, 15th verse. So in the series of our discussion, today we are at chapter number 4, verse number 15. So I will recite, please, whoever can, please recite after me. Evam gyatva kritam karma. So we are discussing verse number 15, chapter number 4, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Evam gyatva kritam karma purver api mumukshubhi kuru karmeva tasmatvam purve purvataram kritam. So I am reading now word to word meaning. Evam, thus, gyatva, knowing well, kritam, was performed, karma, work, purvehe, by past authorities, api, indeed, mumukshubhihi, who attained liberation, kuru, just perform, karma, prescribed duty, eva, certainly, tasmat, therefore, tvam, you, purvehe, by the predecessors, purvataram, in ancient times, kritam, as performed. So now we are reading translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: all the liberated souls in the ancient times acted with this understanding of my transcendental nature. Therefore, you should perform your duty following in their footsteps. So Lord Krishna is speaking to Arjuna. Very wonderful verse, we will discuss further. Purport. There are two classes of men. Some of them are full of polluted material things within their hearts. Some of them are materially free. Krishna consciousness is equally beneficial for both of these persons. Those who are full of dirty things can take to the line of Krishna consciousness for gradual cleansing process. Slight feedback is there, you can read it. Following the regulatory principles of devotional service. Those who are full of dirty things can take to the line of Krishna consciousness for gradual cleansing process. Following the regulatory principles of devotional service. Those who are already cleansed of impurities may continue to act in the same Krishna consciousness so that others may follow their exemplary activities and thereby be benefited. Foolish persons or neophytes in Krishna consciousness often want to retire from activities without having knowledge of Krishna consciousness. Arjuna's desire to retire from activities on the battlefield was not approved by Lord Krishna. One need only know how to act. To retire from the activities of Krishna consciousness or to sit aloof, making show of Krishna consciousness, is less important than actually engaging in the field of activities for the sake of Krishna. Arjuna is here advised to act in Krishna consciousness, following in the footsteps of Lord's previous disciples, such as sun god Vivasvan, as mentioned herein before. The Supreme Lord knows all his past activities, as well as those of persons who acted in Krishna consciousness in the past. Therefore, he recommends the acts of sun god who learned this art from the Lord some millions of years ago. All such students of Lord Krishna are mentioned here as a past liberated persons engaged in the discharge of duties allotted by Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्ते विप्रलम्ब रसाम्भोधे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So on this very auspicious day, on the disappearance day of Srila Gaur Kishodas Babaji Maharaj, who was spiritual master of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who was the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, who is sitting there behind us. And because of him, we are here now. So the verse which we are discussing, I will once again read the translation. All the liberated souls in the ancient times acted with this understanding of my transcendental nature. Therefore, you should perform your duty following in their footsteps. So, very important word here is evam gyatva. All the souls in the past, they acted with this understanding of my transcendental nature. So sometimes we say, so after knowing this, you should do this. So what is that? Krishna spoke just recently in last few verses. So Krishna in last few verses, beginning with this chapter number 4, he spoke about his own nature. First time Krishna is speaking about himself. Who is he? How he is different from ordinary living entities. So Arjuna, Krishna spoke that I gave this knowledge to sun god Vyaspan millions of years back. So Arjuna and Krishna were like friends. So Arjuna asked question, my dear friend, my dear Krishna, sun god Vyaspan is so much elderly in age to you. He's millions of year old, and you are just maybe 96 or 100 that time, So how can I understand that you gave this knowledge to sun god Vyaspan? Very simple question, simple logic, right? Any one of us will ask this question, and Arjuna asked this question. Now it is not that Arjuna was doubtful, but he knew that tomorrow some of us in age of Kali will ask this question. Kuch bhi bolte yaar. Doesn't make any sense. Tomorrow we'll ask this question. So Arjuna in advance only asked this question, right? So then Krishna spoke that how his birth and his activities are not ordinary. Janma karma cha me divyam evam vettitu yo tattvataha. Anyone who understands my birth and my activities in truth, completely tattvataha, don't have to take birth again in this world. Right? So many times people compare Krishna's activities Krishna, why did he do like this? Why did he married 16,108 wives? Right? Many of his activities, the people have a lot of doubt about Lord Krishna. So Krishna says, my activities are not ordinary. So Krishna lifted Govardhan hill with his left hand. Not only left hand, the smallest finger of his left hand. Right? And that too 7 days, 7 nights. And it was not that after that he was like, he needed massage for next 7 days because my hand is paining. He was relaxed. He was playing flute. And everyone was happy. Right? So that is Lord Krishna's activities are amazing. So all his activities are spiritual in nature. Anyone who hears the Lord Krishna's activities with gopis, many people have a lot of doubt about that. But in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami, who is the foremost renounced person, who hardly had any clothes on his body, he is speaking about Lord Krishna's Raslila pastimes. So any person who left all the material pleasures of this world, why he will discuss all these pastimes if they are tinged with any desires of this world, mundane sexual desires which people, girls and boys have in this world. If it is there, why a renounced person like Sukadeva Goswami will speak it? So just the fact that Sukadeva Goswami is speaking it shows that these are transcendental activities. And we can't understand because our eyes are tainted with material consciousness. So those series of discussions which Krishna spoke, Krishna is speaking, anyone who understands this, following the footsteps of liberated souls like Vyoswan, so he is telling to Arjuna that you should understand this and follow their footsteps. So now Srila Prabhupada in the purport writes that there are two kinds of people. Those who are filled with so many dirty things in their heart, and those who are liberated. Even both people can get the benefit from Bhagavad Gita, right? Or reading, practicing Krishna consciousness. So many times people ask question, Prabhuji, my heart is filled with so many desires and my mind is very much contaminated, how I can come out of it, right? So all of us are in that category. We do something and then many things distract us. Many times students, they take book, they are on the one page and for hours they are on the same page. Because they are physically there but mind is running somewhere else. This is common problem, right? So first category most of us are in, right? So Krishna is telling, Prabhupada is writing in purport, that those who are full of dirty things also can take advantage of Krishna consciousness by following the regulatory principles. So Srila Prabhupada went to America. So there he saw condition of the people. They were breaking all 4 regulatory principles daily. 4 regulatory principles, anyone of you know? No meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. No intoxication, no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit relations. These people have a habit of breaking it all daily. And this kind of people, Srila Prabhupada is speaking about Krishna, right? So they don't know anything about Krishna, Ram, and no character. Just do it. So nowadays, today's generation, we see this fact. Just do whatever you want to do, just do it. Don't think, right? So that's where Prabhupada was in. And that's what kind of people he was dealing with. To Srila Prabhupada, so it was very difficult. So such kind of people he was dealing with. So if Prabhupada would have spoken, 64 rounds you have to chant, 8 hours. तो पहले दिन सब पूरे वहाँ से गायब हो जाते थे. तो Srila Prabhupada said, okay, they said, Swamiji, it's very difficult. So Prabhupada said, okay, so 32 rounds. So they said, very difficult, 4 hours. Then Prabhupada said, 16 rounds and no more less. So 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is the criteria in Hare Krishna movement or ISKCON to Diksha, right? And that's the minimum It takes 2 hours. That is minimum time we should spend chanting the names of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada said, this is the special concession I am giving. You cannot go to spiritual world with this, but I will take you from the back door. I have a back door key. So Srila Prabhupada said, I am giving you a special concession. So last time also I spoke this point, and now it is coming to, I am repeating again. One of our Acharya, next today we had Gaur Kishodas Babaji Maharaj's Vigraha there. So similarly we have Srila Haridas Thakur. He would chant 192 rounds daily. Means 18 hours chanting the names of the Lord daily. Without that, he would not take even a drop of water or a grain of food, even a grain. So one time on his disappearance day, some devotees chanted 192 rounds. So night 12 o'clock till next day 12 o'clock they chanted. And obviously they ate and they drank and everything, right? And after chanting 192 rounds on that one day, they said, now I got 2 realizations. What are the 2 realizations? That Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur is very great. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur is very great. And I am very fallen. But third realization was, Srila Prabhupada is very merciful. Why is merciful? That he didn't give 192 rounds. If he would have given, there was no chance that would have taken to Krishna consciousness. So Srila Prabhupada said 16 rounds. 16 mala ka jap karo bas. 4 niyamo ka palan. Simple. So any person can practice this. So we had one program in one college recently. One boy after the program, he came to me and he said, Prabhuji, ek prashna puchna hai aapse. अच्छा बोलो अकेले में पूछना है ठीक है so he said can I practice spiritual life with my job, with my family? Because he saw me like this, so he thought spiritual life means giving up everything, right? So I said, my dear friend, why you are asking this question? Spiritual life is meant for everyone, right? So many of our acharyas, they are married. They had their children. Even, in fact, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he had 11 children. One of them was Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Surya Thakur, the guru of Srila Prabhupada. And he is one of the acharya in our sampradaya. So there is no barrier in practicing spiritual life for anyone. That's the problem here Arjuna is facing. So Arjuna, like Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, Arjuna's desire to retire from the activities on the battlefield was not approved by the Lord. Lord is not approving it. Because Arjuna wanted to give up everything and just beg, just follow the path of sadhus, right? Renounced sadhus. So Krishna said, this is not approved. You don't have to give up your family. Then Prabhupada writes, to retire from the activities of Krishna consciousness and to sit aloof making show of Krishna consciousness is less important than actually engaging in activities for the sake of Krishna. So sometime, like today only one boy came and he said, Prabhuji, I want to wear a tulsi mala. Right? Very good. Good desire. But they want to show off many things. Wearing tulsi mala, you feel good, कि I am devotee. Bada shikha rakhe, and nice dhoti kurta, the traditional clothes. So they want to show off that they have become very great spiritualist. So some boys, they go home and they start showing so much. Parents become concerned, अरे बच्चे को हुआ क्या मेरे? ये आजकल बहुत बड़ा साधु बन के घूम रहा है, पढ़ाई वढ़ाई करेगा कि नहीं? So I told him, my dear friend, all these are secondary. First you start chanting. Start practicing spirituality in your life. Start taking the names of the Lord. First let your dirty desires go out. And when you take the names of the Lord, first thing happens is Cheto Darpana Marjana. Our heart starts getting cleaned. Therefore Prabhupada said, gradual process of cleaning the heart. So पहला जो category है ना, first category, those who have desires in their heart, they are they are told to practice for a long period of time under the proper guidance, not abruptly. And when they do it for a long time, then they can see the difference. First thing will happen, lot of dirt will come, lot of desires, thoughts will come while you are chanting the names of the Lord. You will say, Prabhu, earlier I was not chanting and there were no thoughts. But now I am chanting and it appears that I have become more contaminated than before. So it is like your house is full of dust and you are cleaning. You never cleaned it before. You would just clean the floor and it appears very clean. Now you started cleaning corners of the room. What will happen? All that dust will come out. And it will appear that there is so much of dust here. Earlier there was no dust. Now dust has increased, looks like. But that is the process of cleaning. First, so many thoughts will come because those thoughts are coming out. But as we keep cleaning, gradually those dirt will go out. And then you can feel, wow, this is the same place I was staying earlier. Doesn't look like. It's so clean. You can see the ambience, change of the ambience. Right? So, no need to give up everything. Srila Prabhu, Krishna wants Arjuna to fight because that is his duty as a Kshatriya. As a Kshatriya, he is supposed to protect, not run away from the battlefield. And this Dhritarashtra was so in ecstasy that Arjuna is deciding to quit. So he thought if Arjuna decides to quit, then Pandavas, they are defeated. Right? But Krishna convinced Arjuna that he should fight for the sake of fighting, not for the sake of getting name and fame. He will get name and fame. So devotees of the Lord and other people outside, what is the difference between them? Both are working, both have their families. But here these people, they consider these are Lord's daughters, Lord's agents given under my care. This is the Lord's property, I should utilize it properly. And that way they feel satisfied in whatever they get. Right? So, with this I will just narrate one story from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Now we have 10 more minutes. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita there is a wonderful story of one Kurma Brahman. He also was going through same situation as Arjuna, wanted to give up everything. So I will just read some certain text, very wonderful text from Chaitanya Charitamrita in the same line as Arjuna. So this Kurma Brahman met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in south for a tour. He went there. Obviously, he went there for preaching, to convert people to Krishna consciousness, to take up to Krishna consciousness. So here, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in south met Kurma Brahman. When Kurma Brahman saw Lord, he was really happy. And then he invited Lord at his home. And then Kurma Brahman says, I will just recite some of the verses. And then what order Lord gives him, that is very important for all of us to follow. So then Kurma Brahman brings Lord to his home. Aneka prakara snehe bhiksha karaila gosaira shesha anna sevamsha khaila. So in different ways, he offered wonderful feast to the Lord. And then whatever, Gosaira Shesha Anna, whatever remnants of the Lord, Savamshe Khaila, he gave to all his family members. And then he started speaking. Yei pada padma tomar brahma dhyana kare. Yei pada padma tomar. Your lotus feet are meditated by Lord Brahma. Brahma dhyana kare. Sai pada padma sakshat aila mora ghare. What a fortune! That same lotus feet have now come, descended in my home. Sai pada padma sakshat aila mora ghare. Then he started glorifying the Lord. Then he says, Mora bhagyer sima nayaya kahan aji mora shlagya haila janma kula dhan. Then he says, my dear Lord, there is no limit to my great fortune. Mora bhagyar sima nayaya kahan. No one can speak about the fortune which I got today. Today my Janma Kula and all my wealth has become sanctified. And then he says, now what he is telling is very important. He says, Kripa kar prabhu more yayato ma sange sahitena pari dukha vishaya tarange. He says, Kripa kar prabhu more yayato ma sange. My dear Lord, please bless me and take me with you. So many times people, they see some sadhus and they say, Prabhu, bahut ho gaya ab. I just want to give up everything and I want to become like you. Please take me with you. Right? So similar case is here with Kurma Brahman. He says, Kripa kara prabhu mor yayato ma sange. आपके साथ में लेके चलिए. Sahitena pari dukha vishaya tarange. The effect of the dirty heart, the effect of the dirty desires which are in my heart, I can't tolerate it anymore. Like that he was. Sahitena pari dukha vishaya tarange. So here Srila Prabhupada writes wonderful purport. He says, Narottam Das Thakur states that materialistic way of life causes burning in the heart. Right? Like yesterday, there was some freshers party, one of the college where I went. And next day, the organizer of the freshers party told me, Prabhu, there was so much of fighting there. The first year boys came drinking. They had drugs. I said, first year boys, they are doing all this. Yes, and then they fought and entire function got cancelled. So I was shocked. This is our nation, which is supposed to be guru of entire world, Vishwa Guru, and here are our younger generations. At the first year itself, they are intoxicated. In the first event, there's Prarambha. The name is Prarambha. The first event itself, they are drinking and all this. I was so much shocked. And I felt that there is a more need to spread the spiritual knowledge all over. Right? Otherwise, our India is on the top in the list of the youngest population, Gen Zs. Yeah? So they are the most in India. But if these are not properly directed, they can create such a trouble for the entire country. And if they are properly directed, then it will not take any time for our country to become a superpower, in one sense, right? Because character and competitiveness, right? The skills which we get in the college, in the education field, that is one thing, becoming doctor, engineer or anything. At the same time, if there is no character, that can be a big challenge actually, right? So people are educated, but without character. So here, Srila Prabhupada writes, it causes burning of heart if your heart is not clean. And then further Srila Prabhupada said, in other words, one cannot release the transcendental bliss without being free from the materialistic way of life. So therefore, we have to work on it. Now, what is the solution Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Prabhu kahe aichhe baat kabhu na kahiba. Prabhu is telling, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, don't speak like this again. Grahe rahi Krishna nama nirantara laiva. Stay at your home. Sthane sthita. Stay at your home. Don't immaturely give up. When there is time, people don't give up. Like after 50, 60, people want to stay at home, right? And then daughter-in-law and son, they say, Pitaji, thoda tirtha ghum ke aao. Kyun ghar chhodte nahi us samay? That is the time you are supposed to leave the home. But that time they stay at home and then family members become fed up with them. But immaturely, without taking responsibility of your family, if you give up, then you can't sustain even your spiritual life. So, without that, one cannot release. Yeah. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, Aiche baat kabhu na kahibe, grahe rahi Krishna nama nirantara laiba. So, stay at your home, chant the holy names, nirantara. Now, what does that mean, nirantar? Nirantar means regularly on with one fixed number, right? Nirantar, we can't chant 24 hours. So here Nirantar means, like Srila Prabhupada has given us 16 notes. some of you who are not chanting, may you can take a sankalpa on this auspicious month of Kartik. You can decide that let me chant 2 rounds daily. Wonderful. Every day 2 rounds take 15-20 minutes. Take that sankalpa, and that you can maintain at any cost. Even if tomorrow is your wedding, you should make sure that before that you complete your sankalpa which you have taken. And then gradually you can increase it as time comes and some auspicious time. Ram Navami is coming, Krishna Janmashtami, let me increase 2 more. Today I want to gift Lord on his birthday, that I will chant 2 more rounds. So now I am chanting 2. Now tomorrow I will chant from Janmashtami 4 rounds. You can gift it. This is the best gift Lord can, you can give it to the Lord. Right? So he said, stay at your home. And what else you should do? So Prabhupada says this here. It would be better to remain with the family and try to become purified by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra regularly under the guidance of spiritual master. Under the guidance. If there is no proper guidance, then people, first time they come to the temple and they get so much enthusiastic and they, take up such a big vows, and within 2-3 days they can't maintain it. So take the proper guidance. Today one boy came, he said, Prabhu, I want to wear Kanti Mala. So I said, take a year. Today you decided, now take a year for that Kanti Mala to come on your neck. Follow certain rules. And after 1 year, when you wear, then it will be a celebration occasion for you. Whole life you will remember that this day I got this Kanti Mala in my neck, and now I will never give up. Otherwise, many people, on first day they come and they get Kanti Mala, they start chanting. One after few days, they get some desires to eat something outside or some obnoxious things. They remove Kanti Mala and again start living the normal life. Right? So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, be patient. Take steps under the proper guidance. And then last verse for the day, he says, Yara dekha tara kaha Krishna upadesh, amar agya guru haya tara yai desh. So he says, first he said, stay at your home and practice spiritual life under the proper guidance. Chant the names of the Lord. One of the most important principle of spiritual life in Kali Yuga, in this age, is chanting the names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There are many other things, but this is the prime. But this is very easy, doesn't need any purification. You can chant anywhere. Anytime, anywhere you can chant. That's why this is the simplest process for this age of Kali Yuga. And then he says, Yara dekha taraka Krishna upadesh. Anyone who you find, give him the Krishna upadesh. Give him the instruction given by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Amaragya guru haya tara yai desh. He says, it is my order to you, become a guru and deliver this world. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants all of us to take the role of leader in whatever way we can. It is not that only some people have that role. We all are doing that role some small or big way, right? Even parents at home, they are leaders of their children. If they understand this philosophy properly, they can train their children properly in the science of Krishna consciousness, in our ancient Vedic wisdom, right? So therefore, 2 instructions. Practice yourself nicely and share with the people around nicely. So these 2 instructions, if you can follow, I think our life will be blissful as Kurma Brahman, right? So thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. So anyone has any quick question, or one question we can take quickly if it is there. Hare Krishna. You have something? Okay. Okay, you can speak loudly. Yeah, please come on. Yeah. Yeah, speak out. Yeah. Your name? Karan. Karan. Thank you, Karan. Very nice question. So, current question is that if I don't have a spiritual master in current moment, and if I accept Lord as my spiritual master, will Lord help me? Very nice question. So, we have two spiritual master, within and without. Without, Lord appears as a spiritual master, as a guru, right? Outside. Within, he is there guiding us as a Paramatma, right? So as long as you don't have got any person who can guide you on the spiritual path, Lord will himself guide you and show you the direction how you can go ahead. So sometimes you must have observed that there are some voices from within. Oh, don't do this. This is wrong. This is wrong. So these are that sound of Lord Paramatma. That is Paramatma's sound. And more we are tuned with the Paramatma, more sincere we are, more we'll be in position to accept that voice. Right? And then Paramatma will inspire us to go to certain place and connect with some person who will become our guide and he will take us ahead in our spiritual journey. Right? So have faith. If you are sincere, you will surely be guided toward the ultimate destination. Lord will come in the form, He Himself comes, He sends, He comes as a books like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and He comes as a Guru. So this way he's in bigger anxiety than us to bring us back home to him, right? And he sends different representatives of him who are always traveling everywhere, trying to find out sincere seekers like yourself. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna. Hare आगे
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,